Hi third graders, hi families. I am so excited to be sharing my classroom with you guys, and I am even more excited to be able to welcome you guys into the classroom yourselves and into our building. So what I wanted to do today was to give you a quick tour around the classroom and to show students and families a little bit around our building, since I know it's kind of sad, but families are not allowed in. It is only our students at this time, and I know I have a lot of families that are new to Endeavour, and I want to do my best to make you guys feel comfortable with where your kids are coming on either Tuesday or on Wednesday. So let's go take a tour. All right, families, I am outside in the parking lot, and this is where students are going to come for parent drop-off and parent pickup. So if you are dropping off your student, this is where you're going to come. And students, you are going to exit your car and you are going to come right through these gates and into those doors. So guys, when you come into these doors, this is going to take you right into the third grade hall. So bear with me for a moment while I unlock the doors. And families, this entire hallway is all third grade classrooms. So for my students, you do have to walk the furthest because my room's at the other end, but you're gonna walk by. We've got Mr. Stewart, Mr. K, and it is being used by Dr. Scott, Miss Storholt, and that is being used for other purposes. Miss Fisher is in this room. We're gonna keep walking. If you guys notice, we have different spots on the floor to help with our social distancing. So when we line up for recess or any other time that we are out, if we're taking a walk, we have our spots. We have Miss Burnside's room. We have Miss Hendrick. And then boys and girls, we have our classroom. I am room 124, and there we are. So we are cactuses outside. So this is our classroom. One thing that you guys are gonna notice right away is that I really do not like the fluorescent overhead lights. So I have our classroom kind of dark all the time. So hopefully it will not be a big deal for you guys and you'll get used to it pretty quickly. But I found that the overhead lights, they're just kind of bright, a little bit too much. So first thing you notice, guys, when you walk in, we have our dots on the floor for when we are lining up to exit our classroom. I only have 13 desks in here. So this is one way that we are going to make sure that we are socially distanced when we're in our classroom. Every desk is on top of a different colored dot, so that way we know where that desk belongs. Students, when you come into the classroom, you're gonna come in through the door. I'll be standing here, so you guys will see me out here. I will ask you every morning how you would like to be greeted, so we have lots and lots of appropriate social distance greetings to choose from. When you come into the classroom, you're gonna go right to your desk, and I will have your book box and your bin already on your desk for you. So it'll be really easy to figure out which desk is yours because it will have your green book box and your bin already there for you. So my llama, my A-Day kiddos, my Tuesday, Thursday, I have all of your things ready to go to be put out on your desks for Tuesday morning. My cactuses, my Wednesday, Friday kiddos. You also have green bins with cactus labels, and you have blue bins for all of your things that I will put out on your desks for Wednesday. Couple of things I wanted to share with you guys about our classroom. Still have some things to put away in our classroom library, but students will be able to access books from the classroom library I will probably have a section at a time that I offer to students, because once they touch a book, it has to go into a box and sit there for a couple days before it's able to be used by another student. So we have lots and lots of books for students to access, so we'll have a system for checking those out. We have a turn-in bin for papers, and then we have a box of items to be cleaned. So if there's something that one group uses, when we're finished, we'll put them in the tub. It'll sit and be sectioned off to be sanitized. I have bins waiting for my next group for B-Day. If we need our Chromebooks, I will make sure that I communicate that so students will know when to bring those in. I have a couple of backups if students forget. Couple other things that I want to share with you guys about our classroom. Important reminder is that our drinking fountain will not be in use. So I have reminded my students, but our drinking fountain is taped up. Students will be able to access water from the sink, and we will have cups in our classroom, but students are encouraged to bring a water bottle to keep at their desk. We have paper towels that are no touch, so they have just a pull down. We have our class soap dispenser, and then I brought in a no touch soap dispenser that they just need to put their hand underneath and access soap that way. Teacher area up front. I'm not sure if your students have shared with you, but we have kind of grown to love a show on Netflix called Camp Cretaceous, and I have fallen in love with one of the dinosaurs, Bumpy, so we have our new mascot on our board ready to go. So families, I can absolutely not wait to share my classroom space with your students. If you have any questions about our classroom, I have lots and lots of cleaning things that I did not share with you. I have a tub over by my desk full of wipes and extra sanitizer, things that we'll be spraying down our classroom with. Feel free to ask anytime. Boys and girls, when it's time to line up, we're going to line up on our dots, and I will take you out in the hallway to show you what it looks like and where the restrooms are. So once we're on our dots, boys and girls, and we are leaving our classroom, we're going to turn to the left and go out into the hallway, making sure that we stay on our socially distanced footprints to stay 6 feet apart. And as we go down the hallway, we're still in the 3rd grade hall. Our restrooms for students are going to be down to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to the left. This is also the same way that we will be going out to buses at the end of the day. So 3rd graders are probably the luckiest students in our building because we have the shortest distance to get to the restrooms and to the buses. So same way to get to both places. Boys and girls, you might hear the 3rd grade bathroom be referred to as the green bathroom because it's painted green. It also has information about Jupiter. So green bathroom, we have the girls on the left, boys on the right. We have our social distancing marks on the floor and on the outside. So if I'm leaving the bathroom, coming down to our hallway again, boys and girls, we would just take a right out of the bathroom, and our classroom will be the first door on the right-hand side. So we're walking down the hallway, and there you go. There's our classroom. So if you're coming from the buses in the morning, this would be the first thing that you see with me standing there. So we have our greetings. Of course, we have our Camp Cretaceous. If you were coming from parent pickup, you would be entering those doors down at the other end. Let's go ahead and head out of the 3rd grade hall and take a look at part of the rest of our building. So sorry, I just made a quick U-turn there. So instead of turning left where the restrooms are, we're going to take a right. This will be the way that we go up to recess. So we're gonna go out the doors. And one of the neat things about our building is that it was built a long time ago, and we have all of this outdoor passage and walkway. So when we come out of our door, we're gonna stay straight. We have our socially distanced footsteps on the ground, and this is the way that we are going to get to recess. Have to say I love this, but it's not usually like this. This is for welcoming back. So we're through the doors, boys and girls. We have our footprints. We're still going straight. The hallway that we're in right now, off to the right, is our 4th grade classrooms. And off to the left is our 2nd grade classrooms, along with our art room, our library, and our gym. So I'm going to keep going straight, and we will be out on the playground. Ta-da! Hi. So we are now outside, guys, and we will have different zones for recess, which we will talk about more when you guys are here in the building. But we still have lots and lots of things to be able to do outside, along with some new things that we bought just for hybrid recess. When we come in from recess, we will be lined up, and we're going to come back in the building the same way. I'm trying not to make anybody motion sick here. Come back in through the doors. We would go straight down through these doors. We would turn left to enter the 3rd grade hall. I'm going to actually take you guys down to this end of the hallway, though, to show you the art room and the library and the gym. So we're going to pass some of our 2nd grade classrooms. Our specialists, so art, library, music, and PE, will actually be coming into our classroom, but this is our art classroom. For my students that receive ELL services with Mrs. Larson in the building, this is where you will come on your days if you receive service in building. So it's right next door to the art room. And we're still walking on down, so we have some 2nd grade classrooms. Apologize if I'm bumpy, I'm not the best videographer here. And off to the left, we have our library. Students will still have access to checking out library books, but they will be delivered on a cart by our amazing librarian, Miss Haynes, and her amazing assistant, Miss Lake. So students will still be able to check out. It will just be a little bit different. If I turn to the right, I have access to the playground. Still going down, it's a really long hallway. So I have our 2nd grade classrooms. Second grade still. And we are coming up on our gym, which again will actually be not used for a gym because Mr. Rivera will be coming to our classroom and having PE in our classroom. But this is our gym down at the end of the hallway. we'll go ahead and we'll make a gigantic square loop, I guess, if we can make that a thing, and go back out. So we came down way at the other end, so you can see the arch down there. Those are the doors where we came in straight up from 3rd grade. I'm going to go down this hallway. And where we are now is we are looking at the front of our school. We have a couple of 5th grade classes off to the right. We have our music room right down there by the balloon arch. However, Mr. Adams will be having music in our classroom. And then our office is located right here. Students and families really shouldn't have to access the office, but if there ever were a situation where you would need to, it's right through the double doors when you come in. The entrance is the first door on the right. And what we've done is we just made a gigantic loop. So we started way at the other end and we've gone up and around. So you've had a chance to see all of our building.
All right, families, we made such a big loop. I'm already back home. So I hope that was helpful for you guys to see and remember what our building looks like. I hope that was helpful for my families that are new to Endeavour to have a chance to get an idea of what our building looks like and where your student will be during the day. And I am excited to have everyone back in class, guys. See you next week.